Viewers from Appleton and Sturgeon Lake are concerned about food stamps. They're wondering about whether or not there needs to be some reform of those programs relative to beneficiaries who receive the food stamps, and whether or not there are going to be any changes generally. Any thoughts on that?
Well, we had 20 hearings in the last 2 years examining the food stamp program. We've had every expert from every point of view that you could ever imagine has come in and testified before the Agriculture Committee.
And I should tell our viewers, I neglected when I introduced you, you are the ranking member on the Ag Committee.
Right.
So
generally, the message we've gotten from everybody is that it's really working pretty well. And it's there's less fraud in the food stamp program than there is in a lot of other federal programs. And we've done a pretty good job of clamping down on that. When we went to this EBT card, that really cut the fraud out. Now, in order to have fraud in the food stamp system, you got to have collusion between the store owner and the food stamp recipient. And if you see a lot of that going on, they'll go out there and nab the guy. And we've arrested quite a few of these small stores that don't have electronic checkout and so forth, which is normally where this happens. So we're down to like less than 3% error and fraud in the food stamp system, which I said is better than a lot of other places. So there's been no case that's been made at this point for any major overhaul. The one thing that's still out there, and this is what brought the bill down in 2013, is the people that want to have the able-bodied adults without dependents work before they get food stamps.
Or as they're getting food stamps.
Well, right. And so going back in history, in 1996, I was one of the Democrats that worked with Clinton to reform the welfare system and the food stamp system that said that these ABODs had to, if they could only be on the system for 3 months if they weren't working. So if they weren't working after 3 months, they're off in both systems. What happened in 2009 in the stimulus bill, they relaxed those requirements. And they said that the states and the counties and the cities could issue waivers if they had a certain level of unemployment in that area so that work requirement could be waived. And it was, because you've got a lot of folks on welfare living in areas where there are no jobs. If they came to Northwest Minnesota, anybody shows up that's got any skill at all is going to have a job, but in some places they're not jobs. So that's still a point of contention. But people need to understand that 85% of the people that are in this category are either senior citizens, are children, or are disabled. So you're only talking about 15% of the population that's involved here, at the most. And we are now, the waivers have gone away, and we're now starting to require those 3-month requirements again. So I don't think there's going to be much change in food stamps. And we are spending $105 billion less in the Farm Bill than what was projected in 2014. And that whole savings came out of food stamps. So we've had the amount of people on the system go down significantly, and the amount of money being spent go down significantly. But there's still people out there that just don't like it at all.